Hello my friends, my name's LaZeR. Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing another model railway review. Or should I say Hornby review, because this model is actually particularly Hornby. We'll just say model railway review, let's do that. But welcome back to another Hornby Loco review. I'm very excited because this is actually, I think this might be a favourite to everyone out there who's a Thomas & Friends fan, or was a Thomas & Friends fan, because a lot of people know what's going on with Thomas & Friends these days. It's rubbish. For those of you who are wondering, yes, I have seen the reboot of the new Thomas & Friends, and frankly, it's no good, don't like it, and just don't like the idea. They've ruined Thomas for me, but I'm still quite a loyal Thomas & Friends fan, but going back all the way back to season 1, where it all began with Ringo Starr. I grew up watching season 1 of Thomas & Friends. I love the models, I love the detail in the scenery. I just never stopped loving the original Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. So in today's video, we're going to review a tank engine that a lot of people do love. It's the little green engine, Percy! Now I'm actually starting a collection of Hornby Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends because when I was very young, I went to a place called Lakeside Railway, and I actually remember they actually had a table of a model railway, and I still remember seeing a Hornby Gordon running on the main line with Thomas the Tank Engine pulling Annie and Clarabelle. But I remember seeing Henry and Percy in the sidings, and that got me thinking, I want to have my own Thomas & Friends Hornby collection because I've already got Thomas the Tank Engine, I've got Henry, and I even have Edward. I just like the colour and the designs, and I got to tell you something very funny about the Hornby Percy. When I bought it off eBay, it didn't actually come with the box. I actually bought the model separately, and I found the box from a different seller, so I bought the box as well in today's video. So it's quite weird how I've actually bought two different items to make one collector's model, I suppose. But I'm glad I found the box. I actually bought the box for £5, which is, for an empty box, that's, I don't think it's that bad, but those of you who think £5, you can get anything else with £5, but I think £5 for an empty Percy box, I'm happy. And actually I spent £29 on Percy itself, so adding about £5 to £29, it's just under £35, so just under, £35 for a Percy. I'm happy. I mean, I'm pretty much a happy man. Not bad, not too bad, I think. And this is the 2016 Percy because it's got the white, what's it called? Is it running board? I think. What, a foot plate? No, foot plate is I think it's the foot plate. Foot plate is the cab though, isn't it? Or the running plate? I don't know. I'm not an actual train expert. Although I should really know these things, Oliver. You're doing trains on YouTube. I need to know these things. But yes, I bought Hornby Percy and the box separately. So yeah, this is the 2016 model. I'm really excited to start reviewing this. And before I begin, I have to be honest, because my railway is actually digital, I can't actually run Percy. So I did a bit of tinkering. But when I say me, I meant I took the model over to my brother James's place and I actually asked my brother James, yes, I have a brother called James. And I also have a twin brother called Thomas, and my name's Oliver, so James, Thomas and Oliver kind of works well in the Thomas & Friends universe, doesn't it? Although I would really love a Hornby Oliver. That's going to be ridiculously rare to find and pretty expensive too. But getting back to the topic, Percy won't run on my digital layout, so I had to get technical. So I took the Hornby Percy to my brother James, we took it apart, cleaned the motor out, and I had a spare DCC chip. And my brother sold the wires from the motor to the chip and from the chip back into the motor, so now we actually have a digital Hornby Percy. This thing is actually DCC fitted. A DCC Percy, Oliver. I like your thinking. I am 22 years old and I don't know how to solder an iron, so I don't know how to use it. So I got my brother James to help me because he is amazingly clever. So big thank you to my brother James for actually making this video possible, because without you, this won't be digital and I would have no Hornby Percy to review. So thanks, James. Love you so much, man. Thank you so much. So, let's get the Hornby Percy out of its little box here. Yeah. No, I still can't believe I actually bought the model and the box separately from two different sellers. I mean, and it still came under to £35. So, and the fact that it's digital. I don't know what you guys think, but I think I hit struck a gold here. So, let's get this out of his box. Let's see, have a little closer look up, shall we? That is what we will do. So here we go. This is the box, obviously. The box has got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but you know, I'm actually glad that I picked a box like this up for a good price, in reasonable condition. Actually, it's actually I think it looks fantastic, even though this is quite an old box. But I'll show you guys the side quickly. This is a Hornby code. On the side it says Percy. I can't actually see it because the camera's in the wrong place. This is code number R9288. You can see that in close up. I don't know if you can focus. There we go. There's the Hornby code. I'm just so excited to actually get Percy out of this box and see what it looks like in close up. So I'm going to very gently, which side? We're going to go for this side actually. Just flip the little flap open and very carefully, I don't want to damage anything because this box has gone through, you know, just the box itself. Can you imagine like having an empty box just be delivered to you? Yes, I can, because it just happened. Right, we'll move the box to one side. I do love the Thomas and Friends boxes. It looks. I love the colour. So here's Percy in an ice block package. It looks very cool though. These ice block. It's much better than the polystyrene or the foam stuff, whatever you call it. I hate the sound of that, and I just hate the feel of it. Oh, look at that. That actually looks really, really nice, doesn't it? I mean, I have to be honest. This isn't the first time I'm actually getting Percy out of its box. I've given this lots of test runs just to make sure it will run on today's video. Now I have to be honest that Percy does have a bit of damage to him. Let me just get him out of the box and move you to one side. When I say it's got a bit of damage, I mean if you look closely at the front coupler, there is a bit of there is a piece missing. But I've got a lot of spare couplers, so I can easily fix that. So I'm actually want to show you what this thing looks like when it was delivered to me. So yeah, there's a little bit of damage there, but that, apart from the coupler, that's absolutely fine. Although there is a tiny bit of scratch marks, and some of its paint is actually missing in the I think it's a piston box. So you actually look, there's a bit of red paint's missing on that side and on the other side. But I think I'll be able to. I think I could fix that, but I don't want to ruin it, so I'm just going to leave it. And if you actually look in the cab, I don't know if you can actually see in the cab. But, no, I don't know if you can see, but there, hold on, there is the actual chip to make this into a digital engine, because as I said, we took this engine apart, cleaned the motor, my brother James soldered and ironed the chip to the motor, and this Percy is actually digital, so that is absolutely fantastic. But look, everyone wants to see his face. Look at that face. That's a very happy little face there, aren't you, Percy? Percy's very excited to be here today. But yeah, the old Percy models, if I remember them, because my brother Thomas used to own one, the running board or the foot plate or whatever it's called, the sideboard, I don't know what it's called. You guys can let me know in the comment section below. But I remember that the old Hornby Percy, all of this, where the white, all you can see that's white, I remember all of that being just green, and the model had not much detail on it whatsoever. But this it does look fantastic, this Percy. I mean, I know a lot of Hornby models don't actually, well, the Thomas and Friends Hornby models don't actually look like the characters from the show, but Percy, they've almost got it spot on, haven't they? Which I really like. I mean, I really love the face, and the detail in this is fantastic. And like near the whistle, that's separately fitted. I like that. Although the dome has got a little bit of like, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's got tiny bits of like chipped paint there. But you know, again, it's not a massive issue. It's just that the person who had this clearly didn't really look after it very well. I mean, you can tell because the front coupler has got a bit of a missing part there. So whoever owned this clearly didn't look after it very well, but now that it's in my possession, I'll be sure to treat this with utmost care. So this model does need a bit of TLC. That basically is all there is to it. But now that's Percy. You guys really want to see how it runs, and I have to tell you that this is actually probably the most smoothest DCC Thomas and Friends model I actually own so far. So let's get him on the track and let's see what he looks like and how he runs. That is what we will do. So let's skip or cut, sorry, to the track, sorry. So let's put Percy on the track. So I'm going to put him right about, I'd say, there. I think that looks nice, doesn't it? Are you okay there, Percy? I don't know if the camera will focus in though. There we go. Fantastic. So Percy is now on the track. I said his name wrong. It's Percy. Percy, Oliver. It's Percy. I do get my words mixed up sometimes. Anyway, what I'm using is my digital controller, as you can see right here. And I've programmed Percy to be engine number 6. So we press number 6 and then press select. And let's see how smooth he runs. Is he going to go forwards or backwards? I don't know. But let's have a look. It'll give us a little bit of power. He's going forwards. There we go. And he does amazing crawl speed, and the fact that it's actually running very silent. I mean, what you can hear is the fan in the background because it's quite hot in my flat. And I think Percy just cut it out for a second. You could, just knocked him off the track. Good job, Oliver. Not looking after him very well now, am I? Let's go very slowly backwards. Let's make him go forwards. See what it looks like. Oh, that is amazing. That is running so smooth as well, and it's a amazing crawling speed. So let's make him go backwards again. Wow. That, I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, I'm amazed of how smooth that is. As I said, I have tested this in, and it has run in for a while, and it just looks amazing. Man, I am surprised. Okay, I've put some trucks on the track for Percy to pull. So let's see if Percy will back up and see if he couples up nicely to the trucks. There we go. Oh, he hasn't actually coupled up, has he? No, these couplings are very, very difficult. There we go. They were, because Percy was on a curve, it didn't actually connect with the coupler properly. But there we go. Percy's all coupled up, I think. Is the camera even in focus? I hope so. Right. Let's give Percy just a little bit of power and see how well he pulls out of the sidings. Oh, he's going backwards. I wanted to go forwards. Go on, Percy. Let's see what you've got. Now, because Percy and Henry are both green engines on Sir Topham Hatt's railway, or the Fat Controller's railway, I think it'll be a great idea to have two of these green engines running for today's video. And as you can see, Thomas is waiting at the station so he can pick up his very important passengers. But today, we're going to have Percy and Henry running. So let's get Percy moving first. So go very gently, Percy. There we go. God, that runs so smooth. And we'll select number 3, which is Henry. Now, is Henry going to go forward or backwards? He's going to go forwards as well. Off you go, Henry. And Henry is pulling his favourite train, the Flying Kipper. Well, that was a fun little running session, wasn't it? Henry runs it really well. Percy runs actually more better than Henry does. I guess little engines can do big things. So now that I've got a Thomas the Tank Engine with Annie and Clarabelle, and a Hornby Henry, and now a Hornby Percy, and even a Hornby Edward, we need to tick them off in my book. Got my special pen, and this is the Hornby magazine from 2017. And when I say mark it in my book, you're probably thinking, hold on, what do you mean by mark it in your book? Well, let me show you. Let me just open it up. We've got the Thomas and Friends section here, basically on the, I think it's basically it's the fourth page really, but it's the first on the list. So if we open up the book, we can actually see we've got a Hornby Thomas, a Hornby Percy, Hornby Edward, Hornby James. But if we turn the next page, we've got more. We've got a Hornby Gordon and a Hornby Henry, Annie and Clarabelle, sorry, Troublesome Trucks, 2 express coaches, well, James's express coaches, and Gordon's express coaches, and I think that's it, isn't it? Yep, that's it. So if we go back to the first page, you can see that actually I bought my Thomas the Tank Engine with Annie and Clarabelle in this starter set. So this is the actual Thomas the Tank Engine I've got, so we can give a big tick in this book, because it's not a very good tick, but there we go. I guess we can also give Thomas the Tank Engine a tick as well, because we've got that engine, so let's tick that off. Well, actually, it's a digital Thomas, in fact. It's digital, so I'll write DCC there. And we've also got a digital Hornby Percy, so we'll put DCC next to Percy and give a big tick on that. And we've got a Hornby Edward, so we can tick that off. I don't have a Hornby James, though. That's one of the models I'm missing, which means I can't actually complete this entire page, which is a bit of a shame. We've got Annie and Clarabelle, so we can definitely tick that off. We've got a Hornby Henry, so we can tick Henry off. I don't have the Troublesome Trucks or any of the express coaches, and I don't have a Hornby Gordon either. I really should get a Hornby Gordon, but to be honest, a Hornby Gordon is actually quite hard to find these days, especially for a good price. I mean, if I'm going to find a Hornby Gordon, I need it to be digital or DCC ready, because the old Hornby Gordons aren't exactly easy to come by. And also the old Hornby Gordons aren't DCC ready, so finding a Hornby Gordon for a good price, because they're selling up to in between 150 to up to 220 pounds on eBay, so finding a Gordon might be a bit tricky. But I don't give up. I want to try and get a Hornby Gordon, because it would be nice to actually, I mean, I've got 2 tank engines, I've got Henry, I've got Edward, which is a mixed traffic engine. It would be nice to have an express engine on my layout. So a Hornby Gordon, that's quite hard to find. But that concludes our video for today, my friends. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you click that little subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch. All the links are in the description. I hope you did enjoy these model reviews. If you want me to do more, let me know in the comment section below. Who do you want me to review next? I really want to get a Gordon, but I'm just going to have to keep looking and see what I can find. No promises, though. I can't promise you that I will find a Hornby Gordon, but we will see. We will see. If you guys want me to do a Hornby Gordon, just let me know, and if you guys want me to, I'll do it. But I do need to get a Hornby James as well. A lot of people do like James because he's the only red engine on ZODOR. Well, out of the Steam team, of course. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye for now. Goodbye. Farewell. These things. Sort of.